y'all. I'm finally in the heat. Yes, y'all. You know what it is. It's them kids and wives and 9 to 5s, but we are still married to the games. 076. Thank you guys for being here. We are so happy that you are here. It's your boy, Gabe Patillo, with Timothy Hall and Tim Router, of course. And as always, we are talking games and life and games. Man, this is awesome.
I'm glad you're in the heat while Router and I are in like 20-degree weather.
Yes.
I thought it got nice there.
No, it did.
It did for a second.
And now the polar vortex is back.
Oh, wow.
The polar bears have descended upon Nashville.
Yeah, we were at it was 70 or close to 70 Saturday or Sunday, and then it just went downhill from there.
Yeah, Gabe, the weekend was really nice.
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Yep.
Well, Router, what's been going on in the nice weather? What you been doing when it was nice?
I got 2 words for you. Ready for it? Here it is.
Yep.
It's the word of the day. With the words of the day. Here we go.
I just thought about Degeneration X.
Well, no, it's not that.
Okay.
It's guttate psoriasis.
Is that what you have?
That is what I have. And
what the heck is that?
And of course, it's rare. And of course,
it only affects tiger claws.
Exactly. My wife was like, "Screw this! I'm doing some research this week because it's going to be 2 weeks. It is 2 weeks as of today that I've had this." And like I said, it doesn't bother me. I don't have a fever. It's just I look hideous, and I got a picture to prove it. I had to show everybody because it was just like my arm is just part of it, but my entire trunk and legs and arms are just covered in these things.
Oh my God!
So she went on WebMD and she just did all this Google research, and I ended up getting an appointment with my doctor on Monday, and she nailed it. It was right on. She's like, it's guttate psoriasis. What guttate psoriasis is when you have strep. It's not common, but what happens is about 2 to 3 weeks afterwards, you can contract guttate psoriasis due to strep. And it's just an inflammation. Well, it's not really an inflammation, but your skin cells basically I think they're producing more. It's something weird. They're producing more, and so your body can't respond well to it, so it breaks you out into hives, essentially. But it's not a hive. It doesn't itch. Like I can take a hot shower and it doesn't do anything for me. I just look like death. So
my goodness.
That's the word of the day. The most hilarious part was that of course my doctor had one of his students in and he's like, "Oh, you have to see this because this is pretty rare. Look at this. This is guttate psoriasis." I'm like, "Great. Glad I could make your day today."
Oh my gosh.
It's just ridiculous. And poor Piper was just getting over strep and an ear infection, and she has strep again today. She got it again. What I think happened was the antibiotics that she was taking probably just delayed it, but it never actually killed it and went away.
Yeah, you gotta chase that all the way down, man.
Yeah,
or else it'll come back.
And that's exactly what happened. So he swapped to a medication. What he likes to do is swap medications so that she doesn't get used to one. Her body doesn't get used to one. So he's going back to another one that she has done before, and that worked. So the poor thing, she was running a hot fever last night, and she was a little miserable today. And so we took her to the doctors, and our pediatrician's awesome. And he's just like, yeah, it's happening again. So let's get this going. So yeah, the Router family, except for my wife, is either spotted or ill.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And this past weekend I did my taxes because I had a meeting with my accountant on Monday. So we got all that. And like, I feel like the weight has been lifted so much now. It's all turned in and ready to go. And he's just going to process everything and we'll go from there. And then we play that great game of how much does Router owe this year? So that'll be fun.
That's always fun.
Yeah. So yeah, it's going well. I am almost done with Mass Effect 3.
Wait,
what? I thought you finished it.
No. Now I'm doing. I've done.
The extra stuff.
I've done the From Ashes DLC, which I'm an idiot because I probably should have looked up what all the DLC was. For some reason, I thought From Ashes was kind of like an epilogue of the actual ending of the story. And it's not. It's just another mission and you gain another character and another gun. And I'm
That's what I thought.
And I'm like, well, that's kind of lame. So I ended up getting Citadel and Leviathan. Dude, those are great. Those are awesome.
I heard Citadel was awesome.
Citadel, it was fun because you get to throw a party for your boys and girls. There's like the first part of it is actually pretty action packed too, and you get to shoot a lot of people. But it was really good. But I really liked Leviathan too because it told kind of a backstory of the Reapers, and it was totally different from any of the other missions that were in Mass Effect 3, in my opinion. It was really good. So I did those 2 DLCs. I also went back. I did the other ending, like because I chose the choice on the left the first time. Then I chose next. I chose the choice on the right. But there's also a middle one too, I thought.
Oh, really?
It looked like it because it illuminated when the Catalyst was talking, and I'm like, okay. Sorry.
Don't get too detailed.
Right. No. Okay, so I think there's 3 endings. I may be wrong, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to go back and just take a look anyway. It's just such a fun game. It's so great, and I'm having such a good time with it. And so I think probably I finished all the DLC. I think probably by tomorrow I'll finish the last ending, if it's there or if it's not, I don't know. And then I will call that and put it to bed. And then the only other thing that's in my shame pile is Dragon Age 2, which is another BioWare game. So
that's a long one.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that might hold me over till the 21st, but I'm kind of in a mood for like a fantasy game. I think it would be good.
It's crazy though. You put Mass Effect away really fast.
Really freaking fast.
I think it's like 36, 37 hours. I killed it. I felt really good about that game because, well, all the stuff and leveling up that I did in Mass Effect 2 transferred over. So I'm like level 58 or something like that. And I have my weapons like modded out and I'm just killing fools. So that the assignments and the missions are going fairly smoothly. I had a couple hiccups here and there where I just kept dying because it's kind of funny how you can figure out how the developers want you to go. Like after a while, I'm like, okay, I've been consistently going this way. Let me try going this way. And then I'm like, oh, there you go. They want you to do that, and that. So it's kind of fun chasing that down.
It seems like there's also a lot of enemies that if they get close enough to you, it's like an auto death.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Have you reached Banshees yet?
Yes. That's I'm talking about those and then the guys with the swords. Basically, if they get
cannibals?
close and no, it's
the brutes.
I can't
the brutes.
remember what. No, they just got the swords. Basically, if they get close enough to you, they stab you to death.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the Banshees just do something. I don't even know what they do. You're just dead.
The Banshees. No, they actually stab you too and pick you up.
Oh, okay. Really? I didn't see that one.
That's a fun death.
Basically, one of them got too close, killed me, and I was like, "Well, not letting that happen again."
Yeah,
right.
I think those are the ones I spend the most time on. They can take a lot of damage, and you just have to keep. Oh my gosh,
I know.
You just have to keep hitting them and keep hitting them. But man, it's such a good series. I'm excited if the rumors are true and they are doing a Mass Effect 4. I'm super excited for it. So I am now a fanboy of that series. I still don't understand what the hype was about for the ending. I thought it was a good conclusion either way, to be honest. And I mean, with all the DLC, like I would love to have like the Game of the Year edition just so that all of it's there. But if you haven't played Citadel yet, that's a great one. And I really did like Leviathan too. And I think Leviathan's pretty cheap. So if you ever wanted to go back and do that,
I'm going to have to add those to my pile of shame.
Yeah, you can skip From Ashes. But I would do Citadel and Leviathan, and those are my favorites. And our community spoke up too, and they were totally right. Citadel was the bomb, and a few people also said check out Leviathan. But yeah, for some reason I thought From Ashes was some sort of epilogue. But you know what's funny? I looked on the PSN, and when you do a search for Mass Effect 3, there is an epilogue that you can download that's free, and I guess it's like a movie. It's like a QuickTime event that kind of explains everything. Now, I haven't watched it or done anything with it, but I don't need to. I like the mystery of it, but I still don't understand why everybody was so upset. I mean, I guess, was this supposed to be a trilogy in the first place and it just ends with the trilogy, or did they not make that clear when it first came out?
Well, I think characters and players that fall in love with characters always, people are never satisfied.
Yeah,
so we've talked about it before. The writers of Lost came out and were like, "Hey, we were kind of like, people either loved what we did or hated what we did. And they wanted us to have a plan, but also they wanted us to react to what they wanted.
Right.
And so it's interesting because I think that's what happens with these guys. Like, the writers of Lost were like, so people would be like, hey, you guys should go this way. And then they went that way. But then they were like, but we want you guys to know what you're doing. And it's like, well, which one do you want? Do you want us to make a decision here?
Like
or do you guys want us to, go with what the people want?
Honestly, though, with TV shows, there is a right way to do it. Because if you watch through all of Breaking Bad, it's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a perfect story arc, and it ends perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but
really
then people
weird.
don't think it ends perfectly. And I don't want to get into spoiling.
I have not met
Breaking
anybody
Bad,
who was upset with the ending of that.
I talked to somebody the other day that was upset with it, and I was like, I thought it was really interesting.
Boo.
Yeah, exactly.
But
exactly.
yeah, like,
you want to talk about being upset? Dexter, terrible.
That's a bad ending.
That's right. You said that was horrible.
Yeah,
terrible.
Let's not talk about it.
But yeah, so for me, to sum up, I was happy. I thought with the ending, like I felt content. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how I think this could go. I wasn't throwing my controller or screaming, "Why God, why?" in rage. I loved my character. I leveled him up as much as I could, and whatever happens. And I was totally fine with it. And like I said last week, it really does play out like it is a full feature movie that you live in. And it's just so much fun. And I love those kind of games. So
did you go with the default shepherd or like the psoriasis spotted shepherd?
I should have done the
tiger claw shepherd.
Tiger claw shepherd.
The Gutate shepherd. But no, the first time I tried to customize it, and remember, I think I told you he looked like some really weird Asian Puerto Rican guy. And I'm like, I can't deal with this guy the whole time. So I just went with custom shepherd.
That's what I did.
Or default shepherd.
Yeah, default shepherd. And I was totally fine with it. And you know what? His voice acting in 3 actually wasn't that bad either. And in Citadel, there was actually some laugh out loud moments that were, and not necessarily from Shepard, but it's just a more fun DLC. And it was just a lot. It was a good time. So
cool. Nice.
Yep.
Hall.
That's me. I've run the gamut too much. Hall, back to you.
Hall, what's going down, brother?
Well, I've been playing Mass Effect 3 as well, and I got through a lot more of it this week, I think.
There you go.
So definitely doing a lot better now that I know that you can scan planets and stuff.
Oh, that's the best part.
Well, because I kind of knew about it, but it said at the beginning, like, whoa, don't do it too much or you're going to alert the Reapers. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't do it at all then.
Well, if you do that, they come. It's weird. Like you have to. You can
get away from them. Don't worry about it.
You get away from them, and then you come back, and they're not there yet. But I got killed. I got killed a couple times. But all it does is restart you right in the galaxy that you're in. But that's how I leveled up so quickly. Weird. Is by scanning all the different galaxies, and you find all these little gems that help with your war assets.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like. After I started scanning stuff, I started getting a lot more war assets. So I was like, oh, okay, this makes more sense. Because I wasn't getting any for a while. And then I was like, oh, okay.
There's a lot to figure out in that game.
Yeah, there really is. Like
you have to play with it.
Well, and like playing that game, to be honest, I like it better than 2.
Yeah,
like I like the way that it's structured better.
Yeah, I agree.
The story moments in 2 might have been better, but I like 3 better, like playing the game. So
nice.
Like I said, moving that along, I hopped into BioShock Infinite because I couldn't remember if episode 2 of Burial at Sea had come out yet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it comes out till like late March. I didn't know it was that far away.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I've got like kind of all these things I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on Burial at Sea episode 2. I'm waiting on The Walking Dead. Are we on episode? We're waiting for episode 2.
Not yet. We're not on episode 2 yet.
Yeah, we're waiting on episode 2.
Episode 2, and I'm waiting on episode 3 of The Wolf Among Us. So I've got like a lot of things that are on the pile, just kind of waiting to release. I'm trying to think. There's some more stuff that I'm interested in as it comes. Titanfall, obviously, I'm going to be picking up the 360 version when that comes out, but I heard that got pushed back behind the Xbox One version. Yeah, so it's going to be a little bit later.
Well, I thought it was always a little bit later, but did it get pushed back from its original date?
Well, no, I thought at one time it was supposed to be released on the same week, and I guess it got moved. I'm not really sure if it was or not, but it would have been nice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, and from what I've seen, it seems like the Xbox 360 version, or at least from what I've heard, it seems like it's going to be, the same kind of gameplay, just at a lower res. Apparently, whoever's handling the port is doing a good job. And that's just kind of some, ear to the ground type stuff.
That's always helpful.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Man. Oh, I was thinking about, because I'm still waiting on the Retro N5, which everybody kind of knows what that is now. It's the console with the 5 game ports on it.
Yeah. Which 5 is it? Genesis, SNES?
It's, Genesis, SNES, NES, Game Boy, and one more. Oh, gosh, there's probably people screaming right now, it's the blah, blah. I'm waiting on that. That thing has been pushed back and moved around and all kinds of stuff. So I was thinking about picking up an Ouya.
No
and
way.
I
Really?
need to be
Go for it.
I need to be convinced one way or the other, because it has compatibility with the PS3 controllers.
Okay.
So I kind of figured it might be something cool to pick up that I don't have to buy controllers for, and I can play Android games or emulators or something on it. So I thought about picking that up because Krista and I have a lot of games that we really want to play, but at this time I don't have a Super Nintendo. I once hooked up a friend's Super Nintendo to our TV, and it looked terrible.
Oh,
so that's kind of why I was waiting on the Retro N, because the upscaling on the emulators for the console, because the console is basically an Android-based console, the Retro N. And
it is?
It has emulators for each of the game devices that it's emulating.
Yeah, it's NES, SNES, Super Famicom, Genesis, Mega Drive, Famicom, which, those are obviously NES and SNES, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance.
So that's the one we were missing, Game Boy Advance, basically.
That's a lot of consoles.
Well, and what the emulators do is they do a pretty decent job of upscaling the graphics to look better on an HD TV.
Huh.
As good as they can, anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's probably still a challenge.
It has to be, but the emulators are already written, so it's not like they're doing anything special. Like, it's the open source community that's been developing the emulators.
Oh, that's cool.
And just hooking up your old consoles to an HD TV looks terrible. If I still had an old CRT, we'd probably just hook them up to that, honestly.
Yeah, of course.
But I don't know. So it's either get an Ouya or get a CRT. So I'll take votes for either.
I'd be curious what your thoughts are on the Ouya. I think it'd be an interesting pick.
Yeah, especially because you can get like Super Nintendo USB controllers, Yeah. I mean, you can basically get all the things you need. I own the games, blah, 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 I don't know what the restrictions are on getting ROMs necessarily, but I believe that it's understood that if you own the game, you can download it. And I own the game. So.
Understood by us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's understood by Sega.
Yeah, right. I was going to ask you, Hall, do you have an extra 360 controller? Because I've been staring at The Witcher 2 that I downloaded on the Mac, and it requires a 360 controller, and I don't have one.
I think, and I don't know this for sure, but I think you have to have a wired controller.
Ah, okay. You only have the wireless ones?
Yes.
Ew, okay.
Gabe,
I'll look online.
Do you know if that's for sure, Gabe? Somebody will write in and tell us.
I have no idea. I would think that you can't. I guess you can't.
Unless you had
the
a
connectors
USB
at the
dongle.
top don't make them wireless, right? I mean, wired.
Well, I think what you had to do with the wireless controllers, I think you had to get like a Microsoft adapter, because they don't use like Bluetooth or anything. I think they use their own proprietary wireless format.
I think you're right.
And actually, Tim, I think you can use a PS3 controller with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think you
never
just hook
tried
it up.
because it just said Xbox controller.
Well, see, I hooked up the I got my PS3 controller working on my iMac before. Just using Bluetooth. You have to plug it in first, and then you download like an app, and it like syncs it somehow.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll give that a whirl.
And I'm pretty sure you can trick it into thinking it's an Xbox controller.
I've been dying to play this game. It's just been sitting here because I got it on GOG.com, and it was like $4, and I've been wanting to play that game forever. I think I'm turning into like a fantasy kick now because I'm really like I'm looking forward to some Dragon Age 2 and Witcher 2, and I'm gonna use my sword and do all that fun stuff.
Maybe you and I should play Witcher at the same time because I've got it sitting on my Xbox and I haven't played it yet.
That'd be amazing.
So
I need you guys to play some games from the last couple years. I'm just kidding.
I think we're doing that.
Hey, Witcher 2's in there. I'm pretty sure it's less than 2 years old.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, 2.5.
It's maybe. Close. It's close.
Real close.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's like cliffhanging right now.
Mm-hmm.
We're so old. We're so old school, guys. Like 2-3 years back. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, I know. Things have moved on.
I know. Gabe, talk to us, brother.
Yeah.
So when you said give me 10 more minutes, I was just expecting like you sitting in a director's chair and somebody's like putting makeup on your face. Like, all right, 10 more minutes, Patilio. All right, we're getting you ready for the show.
That was the fastest thing I could text from my motorcycle while I was at a red light.
Holy
crap.
That is awesome.
So scooted around LA today. I didn't really have too many plans, but I was going to try to do a meetup, but then we kind of the bus got here late and all this stuff. I wanted to go check out Game Church down in Ventura, but we're like an hour away. So that was like my plan. So I was going to do a meetup with somebody from the forums, but then the Game Church thing got in the way, and then that got pushed back, and then our day kind of just turned into not doing anything specifically. And so I've just been hanging out. I was in Napa yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Which I'd never been to Napa before. That was nice. I'm not a wine guy, though, so it was a little wasted on me, but it was still cool to see the vineyards and
yeah,
go.
They take
nice pun there. A little wasted on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one.
I went to, I didn't, oh, yeah, that was accident. But we did go to Francis Ford Coppola's winery.
There you go.
Coppola?
That was kind of cool. Huh? Coppola. Sorry. I'm black, so anything that starts with COP just is automatically Coppola.
That's funny.
Francis Ford Coppola. Sorry.
That's amazing.
And he lives there. So, like, you can see his house. You're like, oh, there's the director of The Godfather's house.
Yep.
And so that's pretty cool. And what else did we do yesterday? I think that was it. And then, we had dinner on a train called the Wine Train in Napa. Sweet. And that was awesome. Number one, I've never been on a train. And number two, I've definitely never eaten dinner on a train.
Wait, you've never been on a train before?
Yeah, I've never been on a train.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird? There's a couple things that like, and again, I don't know if it's because I'm brown or what, but like I haven't done a train or a horse.
Oh, you got to do both. Those are fun.
And people get a trip like, I was black and I grew up on a subway. That's different. This was a train, like an above ground railroad choo-choo train. I've been on a subway. But anyway, so that was awesome. And then we pulled up to LA today and it was cool. We were going to drive on, I forget what the street is called. But it's like a really famous Hollywood street. It starts with an M. Something Drive, like
Melrose.
Rodeo.
Not shopping famous, but like
in San Jose or something.
But famous for like a lot of movies have been shot on it. Again, people are screaming at their radios like, this road. Gosh, these guys don't know anything.
I know, we're idiots.
It's called Mulholland Drive.
Okay, there you go.
Anyway, so this is what's really funny. So the guy that kind of like runs everything out here, his name's Ryan Lampa. and he's an awesome guy, and he puts together all the shows, production manager. He's terrible with directions though, which is really weird. Like,
that's scary.
There's plenty of stories of him sending people in the opposite direction of where they're supposed to go, and that's exactly what happened today.
Awesome.
It's exactly what happened. He was like, "Follow me." I was like, "All right."
This is not going to end well.
Yeah.
Why are we turning around in this parking lot?
Why are we in Denver?
Yeah.
I thought the Rocky Mountains were a lot rockier than this.
Yeah, exactly.
That John Denver is full of crap, man.
Nice reference, Hall. I love it.
And so we went in the complete opposite direction where we were supposed to go. So that's why I was running late, because we got turned around and I had to guide us back. And so anyway, it's been a good couple days. Yeah, exactly. It's been a good couple days though, man. And we only have like 3 more shows till the end of the tour. I finally get to see my wife and child in like 2 days.
Yeah, that's
which
awesome.
I haven't seen them since the 10th of this month. And it's the whatever it is today.
26th.
26th. So I haven't seen them in forever. This is the longest I've been gone, I feel like, in a long time. So I'll see them in Phoenix, and it'll be awesome. And hugging and kissing will ensue.
That's great.
And we have 3 more shows, and then we'll be done. And I'll be coming back home.
How is the tour going, though? It's been really good.
Yeah, it's going good. The shows have been good. It's just been cold, man. So we're just so glad to be in California.
Yeah.
And where the weather is nice. And we'll be in San Diego tomorrow. So I'll ride my bike to where we got married on Coronado Island.
Oh, that's cool.
It'll be awesome. I've gotten to play literally 20 minutes of Borderlands 2.
Oh.
That's how busy we've been.
So you went over to 2? I thought you started with 1.
Oh, did I say Borderlands 2?
Yeah.
I meant Borderlands.
TOO.
2. Yeah, TOO. I've only gotten to play like 20 minutes. I've got to play any freaking games, and I'm like jonesing. I mean, I did get to play a second of a game the other day. I don't know if I told you guys about it. It's called Second Son.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I've heard something about that.
I don't know. It must be an indie game.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. Anyway, that game was awesome. I got to play that last week.
I'm just kidding. Freaking Stancil.
I know. He's the best. So I haven't been doing much. I've gone by some arcades and played some arcade-like games.
Defender.
But as far as console gaming, I went to Ground Control when we were in Portland the other day.
I saw that tweet.
Yeah, that place is incredible.
Yep.
And so, everything's gravy. We keeping her moving. We were safe on our motorcycles today. That's all you can ask for in LA traffic. So that was nice. My first time on my motorcycle in LA traffic.
Nice.
And I was a little nervous, but it was all good.
And the bus, I mean, you said, Jenny was over for dinner last week, and she said that there's been some ice, like, as you guys have been traveling. I'm like, oh, that just scares some.
Oh, it's been crazy. It's been crazy.
In the Northwest, I think
they
got hit,
ridiculous.
didn't they? Oof.
Yeah, it was stupid. There was some slow going nights, but there was like nights where the guy was driving and he would hit the rumble strips.
Oh.
And everybody was like, whoa, 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 whoa. He was like, holy crap. I thought I was in the middle of the road. Like, that's what he said. He was like, I literally thought I was in the middle of the road when I hit the rumble strips.
Wow.
So that's how snowy it was.
That scares the crap out of me. Whew. I'm glad you all are safe, though. That's awesome.
Yes.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Especially when you're going through those mountains.
Yeah.
The rocky ones.
Those rocky
we're done
ones.
with all that. We're done with all that crap.
That's good.
Router.
Oh, yes, sir.
Do it to it.
Yeah. New releases this week, February 23rd through March 1st. Number 1, we have Thief.
No, wait.
I'm doing new releases. Don't worry, I'm not doing charts.
Oh, new releases. Sorry, you said number 1. It threw me for a loop.
I should say the top release this week is Thief. And I totally forgot that this came out. And I saw some of the trailers and the gameplay trailers for it, and it looks really cool. But our community's been like, they're so torn because a lot of reviews have been like, this isn't good. It looks graphically, it looks great. The story sucks, blah, blah, blah. So I think I've decided I might hold off until it gets cheaper. I probably will purchase it at one point, but I'm just coming off of playing Dishonored over the Christmas break, and I loved that game. And it's like, do I need to do another stealth game in Britain or Britain-esque style? I don't know. So that's out, and please let us know how it is. I'd love to hear, but I think for me that's probably going to be a wait until it goes on sale kind of a thing.
That sucks, man. I was really hoping that was going to be awesome,
and it looked beautiful too. Like graphically, it looks great, and I'm like,
did you play the original one, Hall?
I thought I did, but I think there was another game called like Ninja or something like that, or maybe it was the same game. I don't know. Ninja.
Could you imagine if that was like an old Atari game? Like those games were only one where like adventure.
Exactly.
I don't know. This was like a PS1 game, wasn't it?
I think so.
I can't remember when it came out, but I know it's back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, so we'll see. I'm curious to see how it does in its first week. When we'll see those sales figures next week. Couple other games coming out. There's actually quite a few. Castlevania: Lords of Shadow 2 for the PS3, Xbox 360, and PC. Tales of Symphonia Chronicles for the PS3. Basement Crawl for the PS4, which is a downloadable strategic action game. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare is out for that. Well, will be out for the Xbox One and Xbox 360.
Yeah.
When is that?
What doesn't Microsoft puts everything out on Wednesdays, right? So it would be today.
Yeah, it should be. Well, I think did they make a disc-based version of that?
I want to play that so bad.
I'm pretty sure they made a disc-based version.
I think you're right. Versus download. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be in stores for sure.
Pac-Man Museum is coming out for the Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. We have Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. Ninja Gaiden Z. My bad. For the PS3 and Xbox 360. And then we got two Vita games, Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 are now coming out on Vita.
Wait, when's that?
Now.
What?
I thought that wasn't until next month.
No, it says if you've been waiting for the definitive role-playing game for PlayStation 2, here it is, Final Fantasy X and X-2.
Holy crap.
Somebody
for Vita?
Somebody fact-checked that for me, but
that can't be right.
On new releases on GameSpot, they even said it.
It could
GameSpot's
be
tripping.
Let me look.
Hang on a second.
Let me look.
Oh, we're so lame.
We're so unprepared.
Let me look.
Golly, what the heck?
Yeah, I think they did split the release dates, so that's curious.
So what? It's out today? You would think that'd be on the front page of everything if it came out today. There's no way it's out today.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, the PS3 version's coming out March 18th. That's close enough.
No.
Okay. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, man.
Final Fantasy X HD Remaster Chinese version for the Vita. For both of them.
Oh, that does us a lot of good.
Yeah, that doesn't help. That's so weird that it showed up. It's weird because it showed up as it didn't say the Chinese version before. Maybe they added that. I don't know.
I was about to.
1,001 apologies, everybody. So Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD remastered. The Chinese versions are coming out for Vita.
You got to tell them about this stuff. Somebody just got fired.
Yeah.
We don't want people losing their jobs over this stuff.
It's super confusing. Anyway.
March 18th is when it's coming out for us.
Thank you.
Oh, is that for Vita and PS3? I saw the PS3 release.
That's for the Vita.
Okay, so I guess that's both then.
Thank you for the fact check. Appreciate it. Okay, so that's it for new releases this week. We've got top-selling games. Number 10, Call of Duty Ghosts for the 360. Never
Lord
going away.
Mercy.
Yep. Number 9, Pokemon XY 3DS. 19 weeks on the charts, 10.391 million units sold for Pokemon XY.
Good for them. I love that.
Ridiculous.
I love it.
Number 8, Call of Duty Ghost for the PS3. Number 7, Minecraft.
Really? That's again.
Yeah, Ghost. Yeah, you're right. Ghost.
What?
Ghost PS3. Number 8, Ghost Xbox 360. Number 10.
What the heck is going on?
It's a polar vortex of.
Exactly. The polar bears have descended upon
console vortex.
The console wars.
No, did I say number 7, Minecraft for the 360? Number 6, Lego Movie video game PS3. By the way, amazing movie. Finally got to see it in its entirety.
Oh, was it good?
Past week. We can talk about it later, but amazing movie. Number 5, Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3. Number 4, Dragon Quest Monsters 2 for the 3DS. Square Enix back at it again. Number 3, Lego Movie video game for the 360. Number 2, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 for the 360, which means number 1, again, Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 for the PS3.
Wow.
I kind of wonder if it was smart for them to release that so close to the Final Fantasy X release date, because maybe it'll create some synergy there.
Well, I mean, it would if you wanted the Chinese versions on Vita.
There you go. I could dig that.
There you go.
It'd be great if you put Lightning Returns and then it's like, buy Final Fantasy X. You'll love it more than this game.
That's funny.
So that's it, folks. There you have it.
Sweet. Hall.
Yeah.
Give us something factual.
Actually, I was going to talk about this in my update. There is a Titanfall bundle coming for Xbox One, and it is just as we predicted.
$500?
$500.
Wow. Good call.
Here's the thing, though. The rumors were of like a specialized console and a specialized controller, which I guess are still coming eventually.
The controller's already out.
Well, the console itself may be still coming. I don't know. But this bundle is supposed to just be basically a regular Xbox One, and it just has a digital voucher for Titanfall.
Wow.
Yeah. No discs or anything. They're just that's all downloads now.
That's apparently the case. So,
But
I wonder if it's going to be a different version. You know how sometimes they give away versions and they're like the bundled version.
Well, I'm sure there'll be some sort of exclusive DLC content. There's got to be, if you're going to spend that. Yeah,
I think it's just it's gonna come with the game. And
yeah, I mean a lesser version. I just wonder if it's going to be a weird lesser version. Hopefully,
I don't know. I doubt it.
When did you say that was coming?
I believe it's coming March 11th.
That's the day the game comes out.
Man, that is right around the corner. Everybody, all you Xbox Oneers out there, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it.
Xbox Oneers are going to become Xbox winners.
Winners, that's right. Ooh, good one, Hall.
Yikes, you're not even a dad yet, and you said that.
That was an incredible pun, Hall. Well done.
Thank you.
Good
job.
You. Also, coming out that same day for Xbox One, Twitch.
Oh, nice.
So
that's a
Twitch
pretty good day to launch that. Everything is going to go to crap, though. It's like the same day all this stuff gets launched.
Everything's going to be down.
Everybody's going to get just a blue screen of death.
I can't do it, Captain.
I know. I can't push it any faster.
There's going to be so many screens of death. They're just going to invent colors. Yep. It's going to be like the magenta screen of death.
Magenta. That's hilarious. I'm glad though that they did this. They integrated Twitch with Xbox One in time for obviously Titanfall, because I think, if there's a game that makes you have to buy the Xbone right now, it's going to be Titanfall.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Twitch is going to be awesome. And then you already have Kinect, so your picture can already be up there and everything. I'm just saying, it makes it very easy.
You already have Kinect, so you have a doorstop to hold the door open.
Jeez.
While you bring in the Xbox.
I cannot believe that you do not like the Kinect that much.
It's stupid. Now, I'm speaking of the original, because I don't have the Xbone Connect.
Oh, that is. So
But it
funny.
really wouldn't be any different, would it?
I wouldn't use it.
Of course not. Why would you
I'm
bother?
just telling you.
Like,
eventually, you will use it.
You're gonna use it. At
like
some point,
even
you're
like
gonna
the
use it.
UI stuff, like, and they've probably improved it on the Xbox One, but like even navigating the screens, like on the Xbox 360 with the Kinect, I just pick up a controller instead. It's way faster.
I'm with you there. I would probably do the same thing. Like, I'm not going to do any of that like squeeze thing like they showed in the press conference, or I just give me the controller and I'll just boop 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 and we're done.
Oh, I'm not saying that I would ever use Kinect for voice commands. I'm just saying, like, eventually they're going to finally find the perfect kind of game for the Kinect and the PlayStation Eye. And like when you have kids, man, Amara loved that doggone PlayStation Eye so much, and all we had is the playroom. Like, you can't even barely do anything with it.
Yeah.
But just seeing herself on the screen, she loves it.
Yeah,
and
see, that's cool.
They're going to end up cracking the code on what's going to make those games fun. And then it's going to be on and popping.
And then we're all going to have them.
Oh, brother.
Oh, he's snoozing right now.
Oh, golly.
So
we're not even doing this podcast at 6 a.m. and
we're not.
Meh.
That's funny.
Well, anyway, I'm excited for Titanfall. I can't wait to see some gameplay of it, and who knows? Maybe if I get a refund on my taxes, which I doubt, I may grab myself an Xbox One.
Hey, you can watch it through Twitch on your PS4. You can be like, "Hey, Titanfall's on my PS4."
That's right. I can officially.
Exactly.
Is that the way the PS4 Twitch apps work? Is that you can like watch everything that's streaming on the website, or you can only watch stuff that's streaming from other PS4s? How does it work?
You can see. I think you can see anything. I haven't really dove really deep into it, but I would imagine it's like YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think there's a distinction there. I think whatever videos are there, because I would assume you can still comment and do everything, whatever console you're on.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Japan finally has the PS4.
Yes.
And they bought 322,083 PS4 consoles over the first weekend.
Wow.
The first 2 days. You know how many PS3 systems they bought in the first 2 days?
How many?
88,443. That is a ginormous leap.
That's
win.
Pretty
crazy, because so many people are like, "Oh, console gaming is dying in Japan. They're all about mobile, blah 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 blah."
Guess what? That is not the case. Clearly, it's not going away, people. It is not going away.
Oh,
that's pretty awesome news. Have they launched the Xbox One over there yet?
I don't think so. I haven't seen that it is. Also, just to show how different Japan is than we are, the Wii U in its first week on sale sold 308,000 units over there. 570.
Oh, wow.
So, that's still pretty good. I think the PS3 was not made. Obviously, we've talked about wasn't made in as big a number as the PS4 is being made.
Honestly, the mass production of things was not there yet. Like, we probably have the iPhone to thank for China's ability to just mass produce everything as much as they can now.
Right. Yeah. Hall, give us something else.
An update on King's story about trademarking the word candy.
Yep.
They actually have pulled back on it because there was an opposition statement from the IGDA, the International Game Developers Association.
Didn't even know there was an association.
Yeah, they have. Nice. They have withdrawn their trademark for the word candy, at least here in America.
That's smart.
Wow.
So they said that they've held on to their European trademark just because they feel that it is appropriate for them to protect their IP, continue to protect their IP in the Europe. So
nice. That's awesome. Good for them.
And I kind of get it, but at the same time, it makes sense what you said, Gabe, about nobody's confusing this game for something else or confusing something else for this game at this point.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I think it's enough of a known quantity by now. It'd be like if like Wheel of Fortune was like, oh, the Wheel of blah, like, oh, they're trying to infringe on us. Like, people are going to be confused.
Right. I mean, if somebody brought out a game, I don't think somebody should be able to bring out a game called Candy Rush Saga.
I think for sure. I mean, that's an obvious.
That's too close.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
But like something like Candy Slots, like we talked about last time.
Yeah, when it's not even, what is a different game?
Yeah. And you're right, like Candyland, like they're the OG, man.
They are.
Yeah,
Come
of
on.
course. This came in from Twitter, which I thought was really cool. From Arkman Noah. He said, this is for Gabe. Here's your chance to voice a character. And I was like, oh, cool. Of course, I'm going to click it because I would love to do some VO.
Sure is warm out here.
Yeah, this show is cold out here, Hall. It's cold.
I said warm because you're warm where you are.
I know, but it's still cold to that guy.
It doesn't for Gabe. Whatever video game he's going to be in, whether it's hot or cold, it's still going to be. Boy, sure is cold outside.
Yeah, it could be a guy in hell. The line is, it's cold out here.
Okay,
just kidding.
So great.
So Dragon Age Inquisition. BioWare is taking it to his blog and announced that it's going to have a competition and give people a chance to voice a character in its role-playing game.
Oh, you have to do that.
So you choose 2 samples of the script and you perform them on YouTube, and the judges will base their judging on the quality, quote, the quality of the voice performance and how well it matches the style of Dragon Age. That was my entry right then.
There you go.
Winners will be flown to either Los Angeles, London, Edmonton, or Los Angeles, London, or Edmonton, Canada, and whichever one you live closest to.
I'll pick London.
Yeah, exactly. Entries open Tuesday. I think that's today. Yesterday.
Yep.
And go until March 24th. And they will announce the winners on the 14th of April.
That's really cool.
That's pretty dope. I think we should all do it.
Okay.
It's all you, Gabe.
No, we should all do it.
Do we go to BioWare's website?
Let me see where you go.
I'll try. I'll give it a whirl.
Yeah, I would go to their blog.
And you know what I should do? I should do it half naked so they can see all my spots, so they'll have pity on me.
They'll be like, "Oh, we should motion capture this guy."
Yeah,
Certainly
exactly.
not. Call him Pac-Man.
So yeah, go over to BioWare's website. You could probably find it over there. Yeah, the start date February 25th.
Very cool.
End date March 24th. Judging starts on March 25th and ends April 6th. And they have a whole PDF on how to do it. So Arkman Noah, thanks for sending that in.
And boy, it sure is cold outside.
And it sure is cold out here. I just feel like there should be a guy in every game that says that. As you're walking down the street, you got to have somebody's always complaining about the weather.
I mean, wasn't it in every Infamous game so far? I could have
no idea.
I could have swore I heard that. I heard something to that effect of. Yeah, there was always some good little one-liners in there.
Yeah. Paul, you got anything else, buddy?
Yes, I do, because I wanted to get to kind of a big story.
Uh-oh.
This is on
you.
kind of the fringe of gaming, but did you guys hear about the Netflix Comcast deal that's going on right now?
Is it a possible merger, or it's actually happening?
No, it's not like a merger or anything. Basically, Netflix has agreed to pay Comcast for direct access to their broadband.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because Netflix accounts for a lot of the traffic on the internet.
Yeah.
So they're willing to pay, I guess, for kind of better bandwidth.
I was going to say boost.
I assume it's going to be, well, I assume it's just going to be for Comcast customers, which at this point, Comcast is approaching monopoly status.
Yeah, they really are.
Pretty bad.
I don't know, man. Charter is off the chain. The people I
I
use.
think they're thinking about buying Charter.
Oh, well, never mind. Looks like they're hitting up monopoly status.
They bought Time Warner, and I think they're thinking about buying Charter.
Man, they are a beast of a company. Wow.
Yowzers.
And if they buy Charter, I mean that's pretty much all in on monopoly there. Which reminds me that Google's thinking about coming to Nashville, bringing their fiber to Nashville.
Bring on the fiber optics, please.
They can't get here fast enough.
Oh, that would be so
I am so
amazing.
ready to just give Comcast those 2 words that we've been talking about.
Yes.
So, and if you watch 90s wrestling, you know what I'm talking about. So
that's right.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
We'll see.
That's weird. Well, it's basically the net neutrality thing. Like basically they had killed net neutrality in January, which is basically that all bandwidth is treated equal.
And all bandwidth be created equal.
And that is no longer the case because now Netflix is like, okay, we'll pay.
I have no idea even what any of that means.
I bet, honestly, it was a deal of Comcast saying, like, look, we have streaming services that are competing against you. Mm-hmm. So we're going to give, like, better access to that stuff and just kind of ease you guys out.
Well, here's a question then. Because what they're essentially... It sounds like what they're, and I haven't read the articles or anything, but it sounds like what they want is they need better bandwidth. So that way they can get to so many more people. So my question is, do Comcast customers then get a discount on Netflix?
No, I think it will go in reverse where Comcast will say like, do you want better access to Netflix? Well, pay us.
Right. Oh, exactly. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Google.
Come
to Nashville.
Bring your fibers.
Bring all your fibers.
We need some fiber in our diet. Let's do this.
Well, mainly we just need some competition because, like, around where I live and even where Tim lives, like, there really is no competition, and AT&T is not as fast.
Nobody.
And I always get Uverse stuff in the mail all the time. They are trying so hard to get at me, and it's just like it's not going to happen, man. It's just not going to happen.
It's not the speed difference is just
not even
too
close.
much.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I pay less for Comcast, so it's like it really sucks to have to do it, but you know.
Yeah.
And a couple more stories. I thought this was really funny.
Listen to Hall bringing it today. I love this.
Totally bringing it.
Yep. For people in our age group, this will be funny. You remember, Gabe, when you used to buy video games and they'd come with like coupons for pizza?
Not really. I remember they come for coupons for magazines.
Do you remember in school when they had like the book club and like if you read books, you got coupons for pizza?
No, I stayed away from books as a child.
Okay. Do you remember getting any coupons for pizza for anything?
Sure.
There you go.
Do you remember going to see Ninja Turtles when you were a kid and seeing a Pizza Hut ad at the beginning?
Of course.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, we're good now. All right. Anyway, Newegg has a promotion.
Go Ninja, go.
Well played.
Ninja.
Well played, sir. Well played.
I made another funny.
That movie was probably terrible, but we were kids, and so it was awesome.
Oh, we loved it.
Yeah, no, I went back and it's terrible.
Yeah,
of course it is.
Just don't go back.
It's like Face Off
or Howard the Duck.
I was going to mention that when you mentioned Francis Ford Coppola, because didn't he direct that movie?
No,
Face Off.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not Face Off.
I think not Face Off. I'm saying Howard the Duck.
No, that couldn't have been him.
I think he was involved with that because that was George Lucas involved with that too.
Might have been.
They were buddies.
Yeah, it might have been executive producer.
Hang on a second.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go.
Here we go again.
I mean, we don't suck. We just brought up a movie that we weren't actually going to talk about, and I don't even know why I would bring up Howard the Duck, but I just did. God, that movie.
All right.
Oof.
Okay. No, he wasn't. But gosh, that'd be funny if he was.
Yeah.
That would be funny. Okay, so anyway, back to the pizza thing.
Yes, anyway, Newegg has a deal going on right now where if you buy Thief, you get a $10 coupon for Domino's.
Unbelievable.
Isn't that just...
They're bringing it back.
That seriously is like a nostalgia trip for guys our age.
And maybe they did that on purpose. Who knows?
Poor Michelle Obama is like, I'm trying to get people up and off the couch.
Out the couch, and you're just putting them right back in.
In the couch with pizza in their mouth.
I'm just going to sink into the couch further. I'm sorry.
I love it.
But I remember buying like Genesis games and VHS tapes and getting coupons for pizza like no tomorrow. I probably had like 100 coupons for pizza. Oh, and I read books, so I got more.
Oh, see? I should have read more books.
See, when we were kids, they were just stuffing us full of pizza. I don't even know why.
That's why it's my favorite.
Oh my gosh, it was their form of brainwashing.
They got you hooked.
I'm fine with that.
They got us hooked so we wouldn't worry about the world's problems. We'd just be like, I'm going to get a pizza.
Exactly. What else you got, Hall?
I don't want to tell that story. It's kind of sad. Layoffs. We got, okay, now I've done
Sony?
Layoffs at Santa Monica. Sony Santa Monica. Which is kind of weird because they got a lot of irons in the fire right now.
I know, it seems like a weird time. And they closed a bunch of their stores.
Oh, Sony did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, anyway, they're letting go of some people at Santa Monica. They are working on the Order 1886.
Uh-oh.
Everybody's gone to Rapture and a game called Hohokam.
I don't know.
Those are all collaborations, so they're working on some stuff right now, but it may be that they're kind of coming to a close on some of their projects and they have some extra people that they kind of need to get rid of.
And I wonder too if people like the press count layoffs as ended contracts.
That may be the case.
That might, I could see that. I could see that happening, but
just to make news.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. We want to cry wolf, but it might not be as bad as we think.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Hopefully. A quick story before we move on. So a lady named it just went away on my
Michelle Obama.
No. Karen Gravano. She was on a show called Mob Wives. And she was the daughter of Salvatore Sammy the Bull Gravano, a Gambino family underboss.
Nice.
And she's suing Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, come on.
Of course, the makers of Grand Theft Auto 5. Because there's a character in there named Antonia Botino, who is supposed to be the daughter of a mob boss. You meet her in one of the, sections called Burial. Anyway, you save her at the top of the map. Anyway, and the character's name in the game is Sammy Botino. So this girl's like, my dad's nickname was Sammy. This guy's name is Sammy. This must be about my life. I was on TV for 3 years. So she's suing for $40 million.
Well, yeah, she thinks she can get that from all the
first
sales.
of all, tell her don't flatter yourself.
Right.
And second of all, who told her? Because she didn't play it.
Exactly. That's what's so funny. That's the funniest.
You guys are supposed to keep this stuff a secret. Come on.
Yeah, come on, gamers. Anyway, that's all I had to say about that. But Lindsay Lohan, tried to sue them. And
oh, Lord.
People have been trying to sue this game. Especially, when a game makes a bunch of money.
Yeah, nobody's
trying to sue Frogger. All right, Hall, you got anything else, buddy?
Nope.
Well, we asked you guys a question last week. We asked if you could be in the video game industry, what would you choose to do? Nick Cooper's always good for an answer. He said, my dream job would be playing, talking, and writing about games and the games industry, and to build a solid community of good people who play games.
Love it.
Thank you, Nick. Ed Placencia said, like Gabe, I'd love to be a voice actor. Mocap acting seems fun, too. Devin Tyus, Dat Ninja Dev. either a voice actor or a gaming journalist. Kind of cool. 16-Bit Dreams. I think I would like to work on the programming side.
Yeah.
Putty Derek P said, I would love to do some mocap also, primarily because I don't have any other strengths in regarding the game design.
That's great.
That was from the forum. Over on Twitter, at Christian Crow 1 said, design. The Naked Nerd said, work with Game Over Greggy.
There you go.
Which obviously we all know Greg over there at IGN. 31 Days of GOTG says, writer, only joking. The industry doesn't need any more writers. Games are too much like movies now. It's killing the industry, which I thought was an interesting answer. Mike Cobb 9 said, environment artist. There we go.
That's awesome.
Mo DVS Biggs says, game tester. Playing games for a living would be amazing. You know, it's funny because as a game, like getting to watch some of the QA guys, the quality assurance guys, really that's what they're doing is they're testing games. That seems so unfun to me. Because you're really trying to break the game. So like in racing games, they're just like, I was at EA and they were, last year, and they were telling me the game testers up there were testing some new racing game, and all they're doing is just banging up against the walls just for, pop in and pop, just bang. They don't get to like play the game. Really.
Yeah, I'd be banging my head against the wall doing that.
Exactly. Anyway, that was some of the answers we got from those guys, which was awesome.
Very cool.
So you guys know where to find us. You know where to answer our questions or ask our questions. Twitter.com/MTTGcast, Facebook.com/marriedtothegames, marriedtothegames.com/forums.
Forum.
Forum, singular, even though there's a couple of them. I guess it wouldn't be a couple of forums, but a couple of, whatever. Anyway.
It's like deer. You just say forum.
Yeah.
You don't say
like
deers.
Deers.
You don't say deers.
marriedtothegames.com/deers.
So come check us out, man. Thank you guys so much for the answers. That was awesome. Let's get into some questions.
Do you want to start with, we actually got a code this week that
hit it.
A listener wanted to give us to give away on the show. This comes from Mark Gregory. I am Mark, 28, and from Manchester in the UK. I'm a big PlayStation guy. PC and PlayStation guy. I recently procured this code when upgrading my GPU and thought you may like to give it away on the show. It's a Steam key for the new Thief game. Feel free to do what you will with it. We're going to give it away. Keep up the great work.
Nice.
Sweet.
That was very
How you want to do it?
Gregory. So here's the code, and whoever gets it first
don't
gets
just
it
say
first.
it out loud.
What, are we going to tweet it out?
Oh, what do you want to do? You want to just give it away right now in first person?
Yeah, I think we should just read it. The first person, you know what? They're listening to the show early, because the show releases early.
Early bird gets the worm.
Early bird gets the worm.
I like that.
Anyway, the Steam key is 43C59 I8B5Q JK35E. Congratulations.
The JK in there scares me.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's all good.
I'm just joking. Hey, and if it doesn't work, sorry about that.
JK.
If it doesn't work, oh well. We tried.
Sorry about that. But yeah, that's for the new Thief game, so.
That's awesome.
Go find out if it sucks.
Yeah, please let us know.
Please let us know.
All right, let's do this.
And thanks for the key, man.
Yes.
There's been a couple people that have given us
man.
keys. Yeah, giving us keys on Twitter, and we really do appreciate it.
All right, let's do this. Facebook, our boy Paolo. He always comes up with some good ones. And this is another one. What was the last game that made you swear out loud and drop the controller in rage? I recently got the platinum for Spec Ops The Line, but that involved a bit of swearing and dropping the controller, which doesn't usually happen to me in gaming. I I believe it. Dead Space 2. There was a section of it that I I spent probably about an hour on it because I kept dying all the time. Hi, Piper. I see you. Sorry. Yeah, Piper wanted to get in on this.
Heck yeah.
Anyway, so I think it was Dead Space 2 for me.
I think probably Mario Kart.
Oh yeah.
Only because they rubber band so bad on some of those races,
Oh
so
my
you'll be
gosh,
killing it.
I know.
And they, it's the same thing like NBA Jam or Blitz. Like it just rubber bands so bad, and you're like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
And there's definitely some rage that goes along with that sometimes.
Yep.
Hall?
MLB The Show.
There you go.
It will not let you win.
Really?
You could be, and this was 2012 version. Like seriously, I would get like 5 ahead, and then the next inning they'd be like, home run, home run, home run.
Oh,
like it was
my
so
gosh.
blatant. It was terrible.
Hate that. Good question.
Yeah, that was great. Speaking of Nick Cooper, since we've hit the episode 75 mark, any plans for a special episode 100, possibly a party, maybe video games involved? I'd drive down to Nashville for that. Woohoo!
Sweet.
We've talked about it briefly, and it's just been one of those, yeah, we got to do something, don't we?
Yeah, exactly.
So-
Something.
Yeah, we'll think of something. I have no idea what yet. So
I think
we'll have to see.
I think what we should do, and we can get everybody's opinion on this because I'd like to hear everybody's input. But I'd like to do like a show, like a live show, and then intersplice some clips, some like people's favorite moments, or send something into us that we can put in there.
I love
you know
that.
what I mean?
And we could do.
That'd be fun.
And we could
So
probably
instead of
host
having
it-
musical bumpers, like put like 10 clips in there that people send in. So
we could
Oh,
probably.
you
host
mean
it at
from the
Score,
show, like
too.
people's funny stuff from the show? or
yeah,
something?
from previous episodes. So
Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. 3 people would show up. We'd feel so loved.
Yeah, and it would
I
be like,
know.
oh, this is amazing.
We'd be talking our wives into coming. We're like, come on, we just need bodies in the seats. We just need bodies in the seats.
I wonder
Yeah.
if like we could do it at the Score, something like that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
we could do it, and one of you guys could bring like the PS4 and we could live stream it or something.
There you go.
Yeah, man.
We could do that.
We need to
pretty
start
sweet.
thinking about it though, for sure, because it'll sneak up on us if we don't.
It's gonna be here before you know it. So Nick, we will put something together. We would love for anybody to drive down and hang out with us. Like I just want to hang out and talk with everybody and just get to know everybody more.
And we would love
that'd be
ideas.
awesome.
If you have good ideas about
Yeah.
what we should do, we'll
Yeah, that'd
take
be
them.
awesome.
What should we do? And people are going to write in and be like, give away 10 Xbox Ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're some
Exactly.
ballers on a budget, so you don't have
That's
to
right.
get creative.
That's right. Good question. All right, moving on to Twitter at FunSize27. Who would win in a bar fight, Superman or Batman?
Superman.
Yeah,
I mean,
think he's a man of steel.
the fact that in the comics, Superman and Batman even fight is funny.
Yes.
It really is. I mean,
Superman
Batman's
would win
just
that
a
every
rich dude.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no way Batman could win.
I mean, yeah, Batman's he's a rich dude with skills. I'll give him. He's got a lot of skills.
yes, I'm with you.
But
Bow staff skills.
Let's go, people.
Nunchuck
Superman
skills.
2 in the diner, like you're not going to beat that. You're not
No.
going to beat that at all.
No.
But great question.
what you're talking about? Beat Superman? Like when he lost his power or whatever?
Yeah, well, but when he came back, the guy tried to
Oh,
punch.
yeah.
The guy that was one of my favorite. I love that scene from Superman 2. It's like, oh, just been working out. It's been awesome. It was such a good scene.
If he had no powers, then yeah, Batman would beat him.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
that's
are
for
correct. You are correct.
That's
But
for
then he
sure.
wouldn't be Superman. He'd just be Min. and we don't want that.
Yeah, exactly.
At Shea Kerrville, if you could go back and do or change one thing in your life, what would it be? For him, he said, I would go back and wrestle in high school, which is very interesting. I actually did wrestle in high school, and it was one of the best, most disciplined sports I think I've ever played. And I loved it. It was great. And I hated matches because you'd always get so nervous beforehand because it's just you and another dude trying to pin each other. And it was, I started in 8th grade, and I was a bit of a pudgier kid. And after the wrestling season, I dropped 16 pounds just like that.
Nice.
And and it was I had great coaches, and it was such a good sport. There's so many physics to the game as well. So I loved that. And yeah, I thought that was a nice little statement. Well, if I could go back and change one thing in my life, what would it be?
I know.
Go.
I'd go back. I had this long breakup with this girl this one time and missed the whole fight where Tyson bit Holyfield's ear off. And I'd go back and just speed that process up.
That's awesome.
But hey, I got a fight to watch.
Yeah, I got to go. Oh, man, I don't know. What would I change? I probably would have.
Wouldn't you go back and like play games?
Yes, I would beg my parents to actually get me a video game console at some point.
Oh, crap. We don't know, though. That could have put you down a bad path.
Well,
like you'd be like 300 pounds now. And, potato chips in your couch.
Taters. Yep, it's true. But
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'll go with that just because I can't think of anything else. That's a very deep question, Shay. Thanks for that.
That is a deep question. I will say that I like played sports in high school, and I wish I would have had more time to do things.
So you wish you wouldn't have played so many sports? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. Was in the best shape of my life, but would have rather not been.
Exactly.
I was thinking about just like swimming professionally because I mainly focused on swimming, and there was a point in time where I was swimming for 2 teams at once.
That's awesome.
So
that is an amazing sport, man. Swimming is like just the all round. It really is.
Like if you don't want to lift weights, just swim.
Yeah.
Like
feel it.
Do professional lap swimming, and you will never have to lift weights.
Yep.
Amen.
So
good question, Shay.
It.
That was great. At Colonel Bigbeard, if you could forget one game in order to play it for the first time again, which would it be and why?
Man.
Wow.
It's a deep one. Man, we're getting all kinds of like deep questions.
Really, and this was all last minute because I tweeted this just like 4 hours ago. So people are on it today.
I love that.
If you could forget one game in order to play it for the first time again, which and why? Man, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, Last of Us?
I was going to say that. I don't, yeah.
I was kind of thinking that too.
Or Infinite. I mean, Infinite was so good too, man. I loved that ride. It was a great ride.
Yeah.
That's just not that far back.
Yeah, I know.
The original BioShock was pretty good too.
I wish I could just forget the original BioShock.
Yeah, I don't know. Anybody else got anything for that one?
I mean, the Final Fantasy games were pretty memorable for me too.
I just can't say Final Fantasy again.
Yeah.
I say that for every answer of any back in the day game question, it feels like.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid was good. I mean, I could play that again. That game was so enjoyable.
Yeah, good question.
Yep. It was before the franchise got crazy. So
weird. Yeah.
At Euro Chuck Norris, love the show, love the crew. What headsets are your choice of gaming? Oh, Euro Chuck Norris. Have you listened to any of our episodes before? You must know that we always plug the Sony PlayStation Elites.
Yeah, the Pulse Elites.
Oh, I'm sorry, the Pulse Elites.
Checks in the mail.
See, as he's being condescending and gets the name wrong.
Yeah, exactly. those Pulse.
Have you not ever listened to the Sony PlayStation?
To the Sony Pulse PlayStation Elite Package Supreme.
The Ace 357s.
Pulse Supreme Taco.
The Pulse Supreme with the side of beef and cheese. Yes, so our headsets, the game of choice for our headsets are the Pulse Elites. We absolutely love them. All
the headsets for game.
We talked about them so much that Router got them for me as a gift for editing the show every week.
And you like them, right?
And
yes, they're very good.
I was so worried, you being an audio guy, if you were going to be like, man, these suck. But no, you were all over it.
No, they're quite good.
Yeah.
And Pulse they're Elites. The easiest wireless thing, too. I mean, it's a simple dongle. It's very small.
And I think you could just plug it into the bottom of it. Because it comes with a wire, you can plug it into your Xbox controller and use it for Xbox as well.
I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
there you
you can
go.
use just the headset part. I don't think you can use the mic.
That's what I mean. No,
Yeah.
the mic works too.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there you
I
go.
don't know. Don't
Like I'm
quote me.
using mine right now through the 3.5 millimeter jack.
Oh, that's cool.
Good question.
All right, how we doing on time? Let's do just a few more. At breadfan35, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck? Man, there's all kinds of craziness going. Y'all are crazy this week.
I would fight 100 duck-sized horses.
Okay,
Yeah, but then you run the risk of them
overpowering you.
Oh,
I'm all
yeah,
about,
like
I'm
climbing
on
up
Have you ever
you
been next
and-
to a horse?
Yes, they're massive, but I'd rather do
Yeah,
a
but
horse-sized
it'd be a
duck.
horse-sized duck, though.
I'd rather have
Yeah,
one
but
than
You
100.
could have a nice big barbecue afterwards.
Ooh.
I know, but you could just punt a duck. Like if 100
But 100 ducks at the same
duck-sized
time?
horses, you just gotta sweep the leg, Johnny. Sweep the leg.
No mercy. Okay, all right, I'm with you. I see your point.
Are you guys both going
I
horse-sized
don't know.
duck?
Well, I'm thinking more like boss battle. So one horse-sized duck. It's mano e mano. Two men enter, one man leave.
Y'all could have that.
Yeah, sometimes I think it would be easier to fight one thing. So
Yeah,
I think
I
that's
agree.
why I'd go with
I agree.
the horse-sized duck.
Y'all know how small ducks are? They can't hurt you, man.
They can nibble. They can.
A horse-sized
Yeah.
duck will whoop your tail. I'm telling you right now.
That was good.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
We'll see. All right,
Yeah,
let's.
I guess we'll see.
We'll see whenever that happens. We'll tape that. We'll record that. At AJ,
Great. Now we're gonna do the 100th show live, and somebody's gonna show up in a giant duck costume.
with a giant horse-sized duck costume.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Hey, yo, mama." I'll be like, "What you say about my mama?"
Let's go.
It's gonna be like Peter. It's gonna be like Peter and the chicken in Family Guy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. At AJ Flojo, what setting or time period would you guys like to see used more in games and why? I think we've answered this before, but I wasn't sure. But I think they're actually a new person who posted a question, so I want to give them some love. Time period. I always love I love the Dishonored periods, like the old British style. Like Order 1886 is going to be great.
Yeah.
But I also like the American history time period, and Assassin's Creed 3 kind of did that, which was cool. I'd love to see a little bit more of that.
Mhm.
Man, that's a good question.
I'm in agreement with Router. Basically on the same things. When I was in high school, I studied a lot of history, and I was originally going to go to college to be a history teacher.
Oh, you'd be an
So
amazing
I'm-
history teacher.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm really into that kind of stuff. So I love to see period games. So
I'd like to see one set in the 80s.
Oh, so you're
Just
like
because-
Blood Dragon style?
Yeah, just because I think and I'm not saying that necessarily needs to be a lot of games like that, but it's just looking back, it's such a funny time. Like people took themselves so serious.
Yep.
Everything was neon. And it's just like you could just laugh at it. And I think it's just really funny.
That's a good one, man. I like
you
that.
think did you play Vice City?
No, I didn't play Vice City.
You might have to pick that up. You
Okay.
love it. The music is all good too.
Exactly. That's
So
what I'm
it really
talking about.
puts you in that place.
Nice. Good question.
That was really good. Final question at Fuzzhead23, our Chris R. Smith. In light of the news last week, what do you guys think will happen with the BioShock IP? Man, I think that's for Ken Levine to decide at this point. I mean, if they're gonna kind of split up and do their thing, I'm curious as to what's going to happen. I mean, is it going to be dead? Is it a dead IP now, or do you think he's going to continue it? I don't know.
Man, that's hard to
honestly,
say.
well, honestly, who owns it? Does Irrational own it?
I think so. But but is Ken like the primary owner of Irrational, and what's the terms of that? You know?
Mm-hmm. I wonder if
Man, that's hard.
if the terms have anything in there about like he can do another BioShock game, but he can only get it published through them or something.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Time's going to tell on this one.
Yeah, time's really going to tell.
But if you have not played Infinite yet, do so because you will fall in love with it and you will want more.
And go back and play one too.
Man.
Yeah, I want to. I think I'm gonna. I still have 2 that I downloaded through PS Plus, but yeah, I think I want to go do the original 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's to me it was fun. It does feel dated, but I had fun with it. So
there you go.
I didn't like how circusy it was for some reason.
And that's mainly just the circus of values thing. So
nice.
Well, there it is. Thank you so much for the questions, especially for the last minute questions this week. And you know, poor Gabe is just out on the road, and we're just trying to figure out times where we can all get together. So I appreciate everybody's patience with all the episodes. And Gabe, we can't wait for you to come back, man.
Trust me, I cannot wait to be home. Oh my gosh.
I bet, man. That's a long time.
motoring.
So our question of the week for you guys, very simple. These guys might be able to answer it really quickly too. Favorite main character of a video game ever? It's a hard question. It's almost like picking your favorite song or favorite movie. But I think that you could kind of squish them down and get a top 3 going on. Even if it's top 3. Top 3 favorite main characters in a video game. Use hashtag answer MTTG. And we also, of course, will have our forum ready and available for you guys. What do you think, Hall, if you had to just name 3 real quick?
Off the top of my head?
Yeah, 3 great main characters.
Oh, boy. Gosh, not a main character, but I really liked a lot of the characters of Mass Effect 3. Or the Mass Effect series. Like, I liked Miranda. I liked Liara. Let me think here.
I like
Cloud Strife, obviously. I mean, that's a given for me and Gabe. Probably.
Cloud Strife, baby.
I like Nathan Drake. I mean, that's really hard to narrow it down to 3, to be honest. So,
yeah. What do you think, Router?
Yeah, I'm going Joel, Nathan Drake, and probably a toss-up between Shepard and Cole.
I'd have to put Joel in there as well. Very
really?
Strong
He's one of your
character.
favorite characters? He was very strong.
Yeah, I like that, though, man. He's like...
I really liked his grisliness, and we both have a beard, so...
Yeah,
that's true. You know, I kind of like Kratos for some reason.
Oh, okay. There you go.
He was pretty good.
I just think he's freaking bad to the bone, man.
Yes, he is.
If you go to that PlayStation commercial where they had all those like characters from those games, I mean, it makes you realize there are so many good characters.
Oh yeah.
So,
and then I think I got to go Cloud Strife, obviously, and from Final Fantasy VII, and then man, I don't know. That is hard. I set myself up for the okie doke on that one.
Okie doke. So anyway, we are at the same page.
But seriously, favorite characters from a video game. You guys let us know. Thank you guys so much for listening. We really appreciate it. I am Gabe Patillo out here on the West Coast, the fresh coast, the best coast. That over there is Timothy Hall. That is Tim Router. And we are married to the games. And we are up out this thing. Peace!